devastating floods in Sun La, loss, grief, and long-term consequences. In early August 2025, Sun La Province, a mountainous region in northern Vietnam, has been grappling with one of the most severe and destructive flooding events in recent history. Days of relentless heavy rainfall have triggered landslides, widespread flooding, flash floods, and the complete paralysis of many residential areas. The current flood disaster is being described as catastrophic, causing extensive human and material losses, while posing major challenges for rescue efforts, recovery operations, and the restoration of daily life. Record rainfall, multiple districts paralyzed. According to the Provincial Committee for Natural Disaster Prevention and Search and Rescue, the total rainfall recorded in several locations over the past 72 hours has exceeded 500 millimeters, an unprecedented figure in the province's meteorological history. Muong La, Bac Yin, Phu Yen, and Thuan Chau districts are among the worst affected. In Muong La, entire villages have been completely cut off. Severe landslides along roads, with dozens of collapsed sections, have rendered transportation inaccessible. Flash floods rising rapidly overnight left hundreds of households with no time to evacuate, forcing them to climb onto rooftops or trees for survival. Emergency forces had to deploy motorboats and even helicopters to evacuate stranded residents. In Bac Yin district, sudden flash floods devastated remote communes, sweeping away houses, burying farmlands, and cutting off electricity and water systems. Some areas recorded floodwaters as deep as 2 meters. Heavy casualties, homes destroyed, lives lost. Preliminary reports as of the morning of August 3rd indicate that 9 people have died, 14 are missing, and more than 40 injured. Among the victims are many children and elderly residents who couldn't evacuate in time. Rescue teams are racing against time to search for the missing, many of whom are believed to be buried under mud and debris. More than 600 houses have been swept away, collapsed, or seriously damaged, with thousands of residents evacuated to temporary shelters. Several schools, medical stations, and public infrastructure sites have been submerged or destroyed entirely. In agriculture, an estimated 2,500 hectares of rice and crops have been submerged or destroyed. Thousands of livestock and poultry have perished or gone missing, leading to major economic damage in a region where most households depend on farming. Transport severed, relief efforts struggling. Key national and provincial roads running through Sun La have been cut off due to landslides, road collapses, and thick mud. National Highway 6, a vital route connecting Sun La with Hanoi and other northwest provinces, has suffered serious damage, with traffic virtually paralyzed. These conditions have made it extremely difficult for rescue teams and relief supplies to reach isolated areas. Authorities have had to use excavators to open temporary paths, while transporting supplies via high-clearance vehicles, boats, and even on foot through forests. Essential items such as food, clean water, and medical supplies are in critically short supply in temporary shelters. Residents left homeless and helpless. In highland communes, thousands of people are now living without shelter, electricity, or water, and many areas are still out of contact. Survivors rely on instant noodles and dry food to get by. The stench of mud and dead animals is spreading, posing a significant risk of disease outbreaks. Many residents broke down in tears, watching their homes, livestock, and life savings swept away in seconds. Several children who lost their parents in the floods are being cared for by local authorities. Panic and fear still grip communities. Local governments are doing their best to reassure people while urgently calling for external support from central authorities and the public. More rain forecasted, danger not over. The National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting has warned that the combination of a low-pressure system and strong monsoon winds will continue to bring heavy rain to the northwest, with Sun La remaining a high-risk zone for the coming days. The risk of more flash floods and landslides is extremely high. The provincial government has issued an emergency directive ordering localities to evacuate people from danger zones, set up warning checkpoints, and deploy maximum manpower for search and rescue, as well as damage control. Urgent appeal for aid and recovery. Sun La Province is in urgent need of assistance from the central government, charities, businesses, and communities both domestically and internationally. Supplies such as food, Drinking water, medical equipment, and funding for rebuilding homes and schools are critically needed. After the rain stops, the long-term challenge will be rebuilding infrastructure, restoring livelihoods, and stabilizing life for thousands of affected families. This task will require coordinated and sustained efforts from all levels. The floods in Son La are not merely a natural disaster, but a true catastrophe with devastating consequences for people, property, and mental well-being. In the face of such hardship, the spirit of solidarity and compassion will be the driving force that helps the people of Son La rise again, rebuild their homes, and bring life back to the land now buried under floodwaters.
Từ sông về này.
Chiến sĩ cùng phương tiện cơ động để tham gia ứng phó. Tuy nhiên, do nhiều tuyến đường bị chia cắt, sạt lở nghiêm trọng, việc tiếp cận các điểm cô lập hiện vẫn gặp rất nhiều khó khăn.